Hey, I'm Alex, back with another guitar lesson. If these are helping you out at all, please take just a second and hit the subscribe button. Really helps out the channel, and we're finally starting to pick up some speed, so let's keep it rolling. All right, so this lesson's gonna be sort of a beginning, how to start from scratch, square one, soloing on guitar, playing lead parts. We're gonna start by learning arguably the most important scale you will ever know on guitar. Some people call it blues scale, some people call it pentatonic, minor pentatonic. You'll hear a lot of names for it. This scale is used across the world in folk musics from all different cultures. This scale is also the basis of probably 95% of all soloing in rock, funk, blues, R&B, country, heavy metal music, even a ton of jazz. So really important to know. The reason it's so prevalent in all of that music is that the notes in this scale combined fit over the entire chord progression of a song. So no matter what the chords are in the key, you can just play the scale over the top of it, and it's gonna sound pretty awesome. Also on guitar, it's a pretty easy shape to know. So here's the basic shape. Let's start at the 5th fret. We're gonna start on the low E string. We're gonna play first finger on the 5th fret. Then we're gonna go to pinky on the 8. Then the next string 5. Ring finger on the 7. Then the same thing on the next string, 5, 7, 5, 7. And then on the last two strings, we're gonna go 5, 8 with pinky, and then 5, 8 with pinky. So that's our basic shape. When you start practicing it, a few things to keep in mind. In this shape right here, there's 2 notes per string. A great way to start practicing is with your right hand is to play down, up, and then go to the next string. Down on the first note, up on the second note. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. First step is just to memorize that shape. Play it up, down, backwards, sideways. Try it in different keys. Now the 12th fret. 1st fret. Now that bottom note, the very first note we started with, is called the root note of that scale. And no matter where you move this shape, that root note is the name of the scale. So at the 5th fret, where we just started, that note's an A. So we're playing A minor pentatonic. If we started at the 1st fret, that note is an F, so we're playing F minor pentatonic. If we started at the 8th fret, it's C. If you don't know the names of the notes on the 6th string, that's okay. I've got a whole video laying out a roadmap of the neck. You can find that link up here. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're practicing this, you don't want it to sound choppy. You want all the notes to sound long and connected together. Because even in a really fast lick, the notes aren't really separated. We want not. Practice playing it really smooth and connected. Some people add this note on the 5th string, middle finger. as a passing tone. And what that means is that's a cool sounding note, but you don't really want to land on it in your solo. You can play through it, but we don't really want to emphasize it too much. Some people call that the blues note. That sounds pretty lame to me. They're all blues notes. You can also add this. Pinky on the third string. Okay, so have some fun learning the scale inside and out, and then try improvising little melodies along to backing tracks. I'm going to be posting a bunch of backing tracks you can try this with over the next few weeks, so subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss out on those. In the meantime, type in A minor backing track or something, and try playing along to it. Since there's only 2 notes on each string, another cool thing we can try is playing a hammer-on on each string. Backwards hammer-ons. Pull-offs. Like a double hammer-on pull-off. There's all kinds of patterns you could play. If you take a look at my pattern video, my scale pattern video, here's a link. We talk about a lot of different patterns you could apply to pentatonic. The last thing I want to say is if you're just starting out soloing, knowing the notes is only half the battle. The other thing you really need to work on is building a vocabulary of licks. It's almost kind of like learning a language. I know that sounds really cliche, but it is true. And really, the only way to get those sort of ingrained into your memory and your fingers is by listening and learning other famous solos. So, transcribing famous solos, or not even famous solos, just transcribing a lot of solos. And I'll guarantee if you talk to anyone who's a really great improviser, they'll tell you they've spent hours and hours, countless thousands of hours transcribing and learning other people's solos note by note, because that's really what's going to teach you how to do this. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for hanging out and checking out some pentatonic scales. If you're a beginner just starting out on your improvisation journey, enjoy the process. You're not going to be Eddie Van Halen on day 2. Have fun on the journey, do a lot of listening and a lot of playing. We need to develop our ear to become a great improviser. It doesn't just happen overnight. So stick with it and have some fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.